him. That's the only thing you've got to keep in mind. So, Xavier trying to move out. They're going to go... Wait, I heard you call this position so many different names. Where is it now?
Museum.
Museum now, okay. I know museum, because what was it called before? We used to call it...
it was called Walmart.
Walmart, that's it, yeah. From Walmart to museum. I'm not going to lie, hey, culture's pop, okay? I prefer this. Museum good. Keep it up.
I'm glad it gets your approval, Max.
Yeah.
I know
that.
Museum
like a week ago. It's so fun, man. I like fossil, like dinosaurs and everything.
Fossils?
Fossil. Hey, I said it in French. Okay, it's fine. Let me.
No. I'm struggling to say.
Like big dinosaur boys. Okay.
Never mind dinosaurs. Okay, so don't worry, you're good. There, man, you're good there. Reject Scarlet, they have kind of Potato Hill area under control, but what I like about it is because Potato Hill is now on the southwestern edge of the circle, it's much easier for them to spread out a little bit and get information into a more central area of the circle, and there's a much higher chance they're not really going to get backstabbed from behind. So I really like that awareness from Reject and just reacting to
especially if it's a hard shift over to the east or down south. That's where a lot of teams are currently missing. No one's really in farm, no one's really in the position around Mansion and Prison, especially on the east. That could be a big hard shift that could go against a lot of the teams, but Reject, they're going to go up against Fnatic Zombies as they are just struggling. There's one on the roof though, and I don't think they're fully aware of that right now. A bit could actually completely surprise the side of Reject, but now Sarah has to have the information, going to mow him down, and that's it. They lost the eyes that they had on top of that roof, and now Fnatic Zombies are just getting picked up one by one, and they only have a few players currently remaining. Salam, that was so clean. That would be one of the quickest and snappiest breaches I've seen. They lose literally no one, and the Zombies will not come to life this time around, and they are out of the lobby in 60.
Remember what I said about spreading wings, getting information? They got the information and they pushed it perfectly. But also what I love, the reason why that worked out is, one, because the risk of having somebody in the roof, I saw what they were going for, but it didn't work out. But Reject automatically stopped Fnatic Zombies from holding the edge of that hill. The edge of the hill could have been the reason why Reject lost that fight, but because they pushed in deep and stopped the edge of the hill being held onto by Fnatic Zombies, it was an easy Reject win.
Or maybe writing down a bit more than they can actually shoot. That's another big fight Reject are taking. There's a lot more resistance. I would say Lux is bigger chance. Now Lux and Rising still up and ready to go. Lux needs to make up for the few weak performances at the start of the day. Oh, his twin is going to be entering the building, going for the res potentially. The Molly is a little bit higher up than Nades. He's still getting traded back and forth. Now the rest of the team are Reject joining up, and Zeus, they go for a third party, man. This is a party, and they got the invitation. And Zeus gonna actually just into the building, just walk over to the northern side, not gonna get fully involved with this fight. They want to wait for it to end before capitalizing and joining the party, so things will slow now, but they're gonna ramp up pretty quickly.
I love that the first game of the day was quite passive, quite chill, but now we're in the last game of the day. All hell is breaking loose.
We're going for it, man. They're all throwing everything they have. Throw the spaghetti to the wall, see if it sticks. If it does, you're doing good. Zeus trying to actually reduce the effectiveness of each other teams against them by using their utility flames and knocks and damage. It is making that so much easier. Zeus is currently the knife going through some butter and is looking so easy how they're playing around it. BTR still got currently 3 players. Nades, they have the idea. They know where BTR currently playing in this location. Goblins is right down below, definitely nade range. The bigger try, how are you going to play this one? You're all catered in one building. Maybe it will be good to jump out, send a player to actually get the information around the side of the buildings, but they want to stay capped inside and they get naded eventually. It was just a question of time. Zio gets the first one. BTR now down to 2. Is Luxy and Zuxy. Let's see how the Twins can make things work out. As Luxy actually inside the smoke, they do not know. He could try and backstab it coming out from behind. Goblins pushes up, gets an extra knock, and that's just one that's going to be remaining. And they spot him out instantly inside the smoke. And what a push from Zeus, rising up to the occasion, and now 5 kills coming their way with still 3 players. That was a push that was sort of a little bit slow, but the execution was on point. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, and I get why they were a little bit slow in it, because it's a tricky building. As much as it's one building, it's actually a tricky building to breach, and a lot of smokes were utilized by BTR, so Zeus didn't really have the vision. So relying on the nade that eventually did secure a lot was the opening for Zeus to push in, and BTR got wiped out. circle does shift over to the west. It could be a school/apartment finish. Great for Blacklist International. Yal are committed to school. Nasser at the moment committed to apartments, but I'm not really a big fan of that one. I8 though are looking for a bit of an engagement. No, they're disengaging away from this one and opting to play for the circle. Not a bad idea. DS, will they be able to catch one of them off guard? I don't think that's the case. Good eye gelling from I8.
Yeah, I think that's a really good call coming out from them. They can easily cross over the bridge just right up north of Roswell, or the one a little bit further up northeast. It works out great. They've got to be careful. Navi and even the likes of Blacklist International could be there. But we're talking about the circle that could go into apartment/school. We saw one actually in the PMPL Western Europe, right, with Black Spark, I believe it was.
Yep.
It's very intriguing. If it does come to that point, we'll explain a little bit what the stakes are and how things should work out for a lot of these teams. But if it does go there, a lot of teams are going to have to be very cautious of their next move because it's not an easy compound to fight in at the end.
What I liked about I8 just there and then is that they stopped across the river first before they swept over the bridge. Getting that tiny bit of information was so valuable. I think they have an idea that Blacklists are there. They're breaching in, but they didn't see Navi. And Navi heard the vehicles, and they do third party to get a knock on the bosom.
Xavier loses everyone except for one player's going to be actually Frankie. Stays up, or they go Broly, getting himself the knock at the end onto the Lamborghini also. So a lot of kills currently happening on the kill feed. I8, user them, and also Crypto. Using their life, and they are spread away. Currently the 2-2 split, 2 players taken down, makes it really hard to really pull on assistance. And now they're going to be pulling up and going for the assault onto I8.
Oh my God.
Every single kill they can, up to 4 so far. Navi can he get himself another banger game, just like last one on Wrangle. But can he this time convert it in a win or a top 3? That's the focus. They see Valdez moving in the distance, trying to shut them down, move them out of the way. But seem like Valdez are not ready for this fight, so they're just going to ignore it entirely.
But Navi kept Kitsune a little bit further back. Now Kitsune is going to look to join up with them, get closer, so they're all committed to that one area because they got deep in that fight against I8 that they really felt like they had to commit it. If Valdez hadn't repositioned onto Roswell Hill, Kitsune probably would have stayed there, but great awareness by Kitsune to join back up closer to his team. But other teams are looking for a mix into this northern side of the circle. Rise Zeus heading in this direction.
I mean, they could. They definitely could. The fight's going to be roaring up between I and RV. Oh, I think, yeah, okay, the money did connect for a few seconds then. Not going to get them off on the field, RV, I believe, just yet. I think I was written down, but we've seen Geek Fan a lot in the kill feeding period. Like, and then okay, Blade, no, you can't do that morning, man. Ah, that hurts a lot. Now it's down to 1 Revers, and he's indeed going to go in and take a little quick nap and dream it up as he's going to be out of the game. And Navi will still be up as a 3-man. Losing takes in the process, unfortunately, but still, now you've got to be careful as Zeus are creeping their way close.
Also, just gonna love the fact that in all of that, Blacklist are just like, yeah, we're minding our own business. You guys fight amongst yourselves. We have a position inside the circle. We'll let you do your own thing over there. So really good kind of intentions from Blacklist. I would like to have seen them potentially third party, but I also appreciate the fact that they didn't. And it might not be a school finish, but it's certainly looking like a hell of a finish in Rosshawk.
Oh, let's see who's going to be the first one to take Roswell Kill under control. There's only one team that can really make it there. All the other ones will have to take an uphill battle to get there, and that is not what you want. Seem like esports taking things a little bit slow, but they're starting to gain cars, so they're showing an intent to move away from school. Jamaz is going there first, but the concept also going to be moving into Roswell itself, so things feel a bit dicey as time moves on. That's going to be the uphill fight. Geek Fam as they try to clear out the entire apartment. Sandys will be the next one to fall up. They're going in one by one and up the staircase. It's making it really hard for them. NASA also going to force send it through the apartment, through school, and try to get into the circle itself. But that's it. Geek Fam actually able to win that fight, surprisingly enough. Damn rude. That was damn good coming out from him.
One of those classic hot drops in apartments has paid all for this side of Geek Fan. They do clear out DS Gaming. A1, by the way, avoided all of that and wrapped around and gone into the edge of the circle by school. Yalla, because they shifted up onto Rosshawk Hill. Like you said, who's going to be the first to take it? That's going to work out, but so he gets a kill on the Kitsune. Navi being tickled down one by one, and Zeus, they're not ready to give up just yet.
Yeah, Zol can't go on the roof. He knows there's going to be someone on Roswell kill. If he goes up there, he's instantly going to lose his life. And now Blacklist International, their focus is going to be shifting from Zol towards Navi, and not even Navi, NASA too. Everyone is just trying to take down a few buildings under their control, and Navi also going to be caught in between a rock and a hard place. This is an absolute wrecking of a game, Imperial. Everyone is having such a hard time to hold on to it. Zol, no way, he gets so much damage done. He's going to try and jump away. But as you get on the roof, you're done instantly. About to see the opportunity, snatch away the kill away from the grasp of Blacklist International. Now Blacklist got another thing to focus on, and that is to get into the next phase circle once it shifts.
Oh my god. All 4 members of Valdez are in a line on the south side of Roshawk. They have every single building covered. Now, Gala are doing a fantastic job of holding down Roshawk Hill, the high ground area, but they can't actually engage on the Valdez because of the... If they give too much to their body exposed,
Gives himself some extra damage. Some might not be able to get rezzed up. Also, like he makes it into another building. I think the res is happening at the back end of the building, so he's going to try and get the second nade. But unfortunately, that's another room, so NASA will be safe to go for the res onto Hassan. There you go. He's good to go. If the circle goes right on top of Yala, and we talked about it, and you mentioned it, especially in Imperial, this team has been, impressive. For a team that hasn't got that much experience at this level of play. And they're looking great, but you know what's looking great? Valdez's position in the circle. Okay. Yes.
pretty much. Although, look at Blacklist. They have the north side. Now, they do need to travel down through the Roshawk buildings, but they have a full squad, right? So they can send 2 at a time, send 1 scout forward, sweep in through. Navi aren't confident about moving forward onto Nasser. The initial knock they got, they were so afraid to push that because of potential stab from Blacklist or from another team like Valdez. They are not moving.
As there's going to be the sacrificial lamb trying to create a little bit of an anchor point for the rest of his team to rotate from. But they got thick and thin to go through Imperium, and they need to really take good fight after good fight, otherwise there's no way they're going to make it happen. Sinister does make it to another little bit of ridgeline. Sanis is going to be really close for Geek Fam, so he could play spoilers for Sinister, but it seemed like that will not be the case. Piala also spun out on another side. Sinister gets confirmed and stolen away by Geek Fam, actually. He's going to get that. And they go, man, 2 teams instantly got wiped off the surface of the earth down south. That creates a lot of breathing space for not only Yala Esport, but especially Geek Fam. With Geek Fam, you need to push onto Yala if you want to even have the slightest of chance to get a top 3 finish in this game.
Easier said than done. Andar gets revived up. Jamis is on a tiny bit of health in his sniper tower, but he pulls off his first aid. Yala are actually committing to the buildings. They're just going, nah, screw us uphill. We're out of here. We're going into the safety of the buildings. That I can respect. A DRS going up against the side of Nasser.
Yeah, all cornered up in one extra position. That's making the spray really easy to deal with for Navi's side. And final player, Nima, going to try and clutch it up. Let's see if you can pull on a similar situation to what happened earlier on at Sandhawk versus GS Gaming. Slowing down a tad. NASA going to try and confirm a few of those kills. While Navi up, take a relatively big beating. Matic is still there, could go for the res onto Merku. I think he knows Nima's right.
Oh, that's a lovely take.
Properly. That's a lot of damage actually exploded mid-air. Great nade from Hassan.
For a team that are at the bottom of the standings, have failed to really show up today. Nasser at least looking to end on a high note inside this final game of the day. Still 17 left. 17 players. Valdez have a full squad, still sweeping on the south side of Rostock.
One main issue here for Valdez, and as I was about to say that, is because they're so spread, if one player gets knocked, that's going to take a lot of time for you to go for the res, and you're losing more free real estate. This is what happened.
Fair.
One player getting knocked, instantly you're going to have Dewey coming out onto the side, trying to go for the res onto Martin, and because of that, that creates a lot more space. And the weaker sides of a position like this is going to be on the 2 sides which you're not facing. Because of that, Yala have a very clear chance of ruining this game for Valdez if they play their cards correctly.
Oh, but look at that circle shift. The road is in the middle. You have a tiny bit of north of Roshawk can play, and the south side of Roshawk, which Valdez are in, is still inside the circle. Plus that building that Nasser holds onto, as far as I know, that's still in the circle. Navi, do you have the cojones to push on it? Navi have been underperforming today. Let's be fair. They're the CIS champions. They are the EMEA champions. And where are they so far in the standings? They're down in 12th.
Nima?
Gotta do better in this final game.
I don't think Nima realized, and Nima actually crawled a little bit too close to the fire and burned the tips, and that's going to be done as they get eliminated out in 7th. 16 now remain. The thing is, with a circle like this, you're going to have 2 teams remaining potentially, the King of the North and the King of the South. That is how things are going to work out, and then they're going to have to fight over that road. That's how things should be finding closure this time around. And as you said, the team that hasn't been having a great amount of success, just like Na'Vi, they're going to have to take that fight 2v2, and only one of those will be able to actually come out on top. And from the likes, from what I'm seeing currently, Na'Vi are the one that have to push onto the side of NASA. Great nade coming out from Concept onto Bandar, slowing down that approach from Yala Esport, and Jamal just able to barely survive on a sliver of HP. Everything is going down south for Geek Fam as they get picked up and eliminated in 6.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Geek Fan might have been able to do something to stab Valdez in the back some way, shape, or form that hasn't come to fruition. Jamis is very low in health, so is Loka. Reluctant to try and go for the revive, knowing that another nade inside that building could be the death of Yala Esports.
Yeah.
5 teams left, 15 players.
Almost got a kill. This is great response for Valdez again. I know we're saying that Valdez has been doing great all the time, but because it's true. See how we said they were in the line. The weakest side was going to be where Yala are pushing from. Now you have Concept, Yui, and also Martin putting full focus onto Yala because they know no one's going to push over the road. It's so clean. I have literally nothing to say. I have no criticism to give because there's no criticism to be given in the first place.
Now Navi starting to move. They've Blacklist on one side, Natsar on the other though. So difficult to deal with as a Blues on a face. Never mind the fact
Bye-bye.
that a nade knocks down Matic.
And NASA's nades are gamers. Second to none. They are absolutely shredding it, but now Blacklist, they know there's only one team that can survive in this current landscape of the game. We need to take down the 2 other teams that are sharing the buildings and the compound with us up north. That's exactly what they're going to be doing. Hassan behind the wall, got to be careful. Meku holding the staircase with UMP's got to reload. Not a lot of ammo on that weapon. It's not great to clutch it up. That's one down. NASA, see you later. Same for Na'Vi. 2 teams instantly picked up, and they shall be the King of the North. That is going to be Blacklist International, securing a top 3 bare minimum. But now, who is going to be the King of the South? Is it going to be Yala, or is it going to be Valdez Esports?
Oh my lord, I feel like it's going to be Valdez for the back-to-back as they take down Yala. We're left with our final 2 teams. A knock onto Tyra creates a tiny bit of an opening. 6 is on the top floor of that building. Just keep an eye on 6. Because if 6 can get a couple of shots and suppress Blacklist even more, that could allow Valdez to sweep across the road and just go full ham on the Blacklist side.
You must be kidding me. This is absolute insanity to see that every single game today, Valdez has ended up top 3. One of those actually resulting in a win. And they might get himself a back-to-back to close off day 1 here for the Eastern PUBG Mobile World Invitational. This has to be some of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. Chucks the pan, he's like, hey, you never know, man, I might just get one. And it's a proper 4v4. But the I can't even see it. They're all on top of each other. I don't even know where this. Sure. Nice nade. That's you. Which it seems like they are. They're going to smoke. There's a lot of information onto Blacklist International, and now they're creating that smoke road. They're going to be sending Alas first to actually create that distance and to actually close off that gap, should I even say. That's going to be the first one to go on down. 4 players now up. They got the res onto 6, and now they got themselves 1 knock. Do they want to push? What is the game plan that Valdez wants to pull off?
More smoke's being thrown out, try and create a little bit of space. The movement comes in. The revive has not been pulled out. Blacklist are down to 3 players. Martin is knocked down. 6 was revived up. Valdez, they're pushing forward.
Yeah, I like it. They're sending Martin a little bit wide onto the side to get information, to see exactly how they're pushing. Claire is going to be able to get himself the kill confirm onto Martin, so no more information coming away of Blacklist International. Everything is going to the wall. I have no idea what's happening right now, but I can tell you as a fact that there's still 3 players remaining for Valdez. They are taking them down 1 by 1. There's an extra player. There's only Claire that's going to be up and ready to go, and they pick it up, Imperium. Again, in one of the most bizarre finishes I've seen in Rostov, they make the back-to-back dream become reality in the World Invitational, and the team from Thailand of Valdez Esport get themselves 5 top 3s out of 5 games.
What is happening?
My God. Either way, whatever happened at the end of the game, we were going to have one team with 2 chicken dinners in day 1 of the PMWI. Safe to say, the best bet came through. It was Valdez Esports with a fantastic finish. And that's the thing. Pushing on the road, being aggressive on that road side, believe it or not, was the most important factor of winning that game. Blacklist were the first to do, which was brilliant. But then Concept, slow Blacklist.
All these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction, cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
Make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that.